morning. So the Lord brought something to my attention today. I had a recruiter who had tension headaches because I felt it, and I asked her about it. Well, Father went back and showed me a while back ago. It was about 5 years ago. I went into this woman's home, and my temples were like this. And then when I would leave, it would subside completely. And so, every time I went in there, I kept feeling it. So I, I, I was sitting there and I kept hearing, she needs to stick to her own kind. And I'm thinking it's her dad, right? So, her and her dad, he was a lot like my dad. And she also went to a private school. So there was issues there. So I went home one day and I asked the Lord for permission for her dad to come and see her and to come and see her and to speak with her because there were some real deep-seated issues there. She just felt not worthy, and she did some things that like normal people wouldn't do. But so my television shuts off, right? And I'm thinking her dad didn't like television. But so what happened was I prayed for it, and I also asked that when people ask for things, that something helps them to remember it. So when they get up, um, you know, out of a dream, they will remember. Something will like set it off. So what happened was, I called her that afternoon because I was shocked that my television turned off. Whoa, just like that. And I asked her, did your dad like television? And she said yes. And then she remembered her dream. So her and her dad made up. So I thought, that was the spirit that was, in my temples. So the next day I go to her house, and again, so I asked her if I could bless her house to pull the spirit out, because it keeps telling you need to stick to your own kind. And she said, okay. So I take holy water and I do the Lord's Prayer, and I do everything. Drawers, cupboards, everything. Closets, under the bed, every corner in the house, every window. It's done all the way around. It's just like if somebody smudges their home, okay? And I say the Lord's Prayer, and that this is the Lord's house. And so what happened was I went back the next day to use the bathroom, and I smelled him. And I told her, it's a black man, and he's really upset that you're dating me, that you are doing this. He was older too, I think around his 90s, and he must have died in that apartment. So she goes, I know you're not lying, because somebody she had sex with told her he couldn't come because he could smell the black man. So then the Lord had me go home and get a Bible, and I opened it to a specific scripture, and I left it in her house. I told her, you can look at it, but don't pick it up. Don't touch it. Just leave it there. I went back a week later, closed it up, took it home. I didn't throw it away like a DVD, like a dum-dum, but I didn't know. It's not a problem with throwing away Bibles, So, but her apartment was clear. But the chaotic started in my home. I would come home and I would smell, when I would come home, I would taste sulfur in my mouth. And I was like, why am I tasting that? It was weird. It was like a good couple days. And then I came home one day and my dog was acting weird. Wouldn't stay off the floor. She was like antsy. She was walking around pacing. She was acting really strange. And so, out of nowhere, my daughter gets up and pulls the chair back, and there's a black scorpion in the house. And I went and got a shoe and killed it. It's kind of weird because they freeze, they don't attack you, which is weird. I never had that experience before. It's the first scorpion I've ever had in all the years I've lived here. So I took that Bible and threw it away. I said to the Lord, no disrespect. But he had to go home. He had to go to heaven. And so once I removed the Bible from my house, everything, all the lights came on. I could see, that everything was a lot better. And then we didn't really get along after that, after that was removed. But I had a recruiter, and it was intense with her. I mean, it was like so intense. So when you see this, I'm going to put it in the title. Shout out to my recruiter, the one with the tension headaches. Um, you can do it yourself, or you can have somebody else come in and do it. Um, and then that's the end of that. But Father wanted me to share that. And I thought that was pretty interesting because I had it was back in August of 2023 when I had a conversation with her. I gave her some tips that the only way it's going to get rid of this is holy water and a Bible. Right. Peace out.